The Wicked Son. The night was dark, and the air felt heavy, as if something was watching. I didn't want to believe the stories about Kofi, the boy who lived on the edge of our village. They said he was wicked, but I had no idea just how true those tales were. Kofi was the son of an old woman named Maame Akua. She was known for her kind heart and wise words, but Kofi was different. He was unruly, always getting into trouble and causing fear among the villagers. Maame Akua tried to guide him, but it was like pouring water on a rock. Kofi would laugh when she scolded him, as if he enjoyed the pain he caused. One evening, I was returning from the market when I saw Kofi sitting alone under a large baobab tree. He was staring into the distance, a strange smile on his face. I could feel a chill run down my spine. People said he had made a pact with dark spirits, and that night, I believed it. I have millions of stories to share with you. But if you do not like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, you possibly going to miss me. As I walked past him, he suddenly turned and said, "Why do you fear the dark, my friend? It is only the beginning." His eyes glimmered in a way that made my heart race. I quickened my steps and didn't look back. Days passed, and rumors spread about Kofi. Livestock began to vanish. Chickens, goats, gone without a trace. Some villagers blamed it on wild animals, but deep down, we all knew Kofi was involved. There was something sinister in the air. Then came the night of the festival. The whole village gathered to celebrate. We danced, laughed, and feasted, but Kofi was nowhere to be seen. As the moon reached its peak, the laughter faded, replaced by whispers of dread. It was said that Kofi had invited spirits to join the festival, but no one wanted to believe it. Suddenly, we heard a loud crash. Everyone turned to see Kofi stumbling into the clearing, his clothes torn and his face pale. He was holding a strange, dark object. "I've summoned them," he shouted. "The spirits of the night will dance with us." Panic spread like wildfire. I could see fear in the eyes of my friends and neighbors. Kofi started to chant in a language none of us understood, and the wind howled as if responding to his call. Shadows began to swirl around him, and I felt a cold grip around my throat. I wanted to run, but my feet wouldn't move. I watched in horror as villagers began to fall to the ground, clutching their heads as if something was attacking them from inside. Kofi laughed, a twisted sound that sent shivers down my spine. He was reveling in our fear. In that moment, Maame Akua rushed forward, tears streaming down her face. "Kofi, stop this! You don't understand!" But he only laughed harder, saying, "They are mine now." Just then, the sky darkened and thunder cracked overhead. A blinding flash of light struck the ground. When the light faded, Kofi was gone, and the villagers lay still, some still clutching their heads. Days passed before we learned the truth. Some villagers claimed to have seen Kofi wandering the forest, a shadowy figure forever haunted by what he had summoned. Maame Akua, heartbroken, left the village. She couldn't bear to see what her son had become. To this day, we tell the story of the wicked son who danced with spirits. We warn our children to stay away from the baobab tree at night, for Kofi's laughter can still be heard in the dark, a chilling reminder of the wickedness that can grow in the heart of a child.